Welcome to World News by Halandzovskyi. If you value calm, clear, and fact-based reporting on global business and geopolitics, please subscribe, leave a comment, and share your perspective. Today, we break down a significant oil agreement between Venezuela and China, a deal with implications for energy markets, regional power dynamics, and economic recovery in Caracas. Venezuela, long known for its vast oil reserves, has reached a new energy partnership with China that strengthens Beijing's role as a major buyer and investor in the Venezuelan oil sector. Under this agreement, Venezuela will supply large volumes of crude oil and refined products to China over the coming years. In return, Chinese firms commit to financial investment, infrastructure support, and preferential supply arrangements, helping Caracas stabilize revenue flows and address urgent fiscal needs. For Venezuela, this deal represents an economic lifeline. Years of sanctions, declining output, and underinvestment had weakened the country's oil industry, once its primary economic pillar. By securing a long-term buyer in China, Venezuelan leaders hope to stabilize national income, sustain social programs, and support the beleaguered energy sector's revival. China, for its part, gains a reliable source of oil at a time when global markets face volatility, shifting supply chains, and geopolitical uncertainty. Beijing's energy strategy emphasizes diversification and secure access to resources, and the Venezuela agreement fits into a broader pattern of Chinese involvement in Latin America, Africa, and the Middle East. Analysts say the deal is not merely commercial, it reflects deeper strategic ties. China's investment may stretch beyond crude purchases into upgrades for refineries, joint ventures in petrochemical production, and collaboration on energy infrastructure. These dimensions signal a long-term economic partnership, not a short-term export contract. In the short term, Venezuelan state oil company revenues could rise significantly if supply targets are met. For domestic markets, additional cash flow may ease budget pressures and support reconstruction of dilapidated facilities that once made Venezuela one of the world's leading oil exporters. The Venezuela-China oil deal carries wide-ranging implications for global energy markets, regional diplomacy, and the balance of influence in Latin America. For global energy markets, the agreement adds another stabilizing element to oil supply dynamics at a moment of shifting production patterns. With sanctions affecting other producers and ongoing adjustments in energy demand, China's commitment to Venezuelan crude supports diversification of supply. This can moderate price swings and reduce dependency on any single region or exporter. However, markets also watch how production capacity evolves. Venezuela's oil output has struggled in recent years due to infrastructure challenges and workforce depletion. Chinese investment may help restore lost capacity, yet progress depends on long-term improvements in management, technology, and financial stability. For U.S.-Latin America relations, from Washington's perspective, deeper energy ties between Caracas and Beijing complicate U.S. influence in the region. Historically, U.S. policy sought to limit adversarial powers' foothold near the Western Hemisphere. A strengthened China-Venezuela partnership challenges this framework, signaling that geopolitical competition now extends to energy and economic spheres. U.S. commentators and policymakers may see the deal as part of a broader trend, where nations seek alternative partners outside traditional Western institutions and markets. How the United States responds, through diplomacy, sanctions policy, or engagement with regional allies, will shape future influence across the hemisphere. For Venezuelan society and governance, the injection of revenue and investment offers potential social and economic relief. Yet critics warn that predatory contracts or over-reliance on a single partner can entrench dependency and reduce leverage for domestic reforms. Transparency, accountability, and diversification remain essential for long-term growth. For China's foreign policy, securing energy supplies aligns with Beijing's broader Belt and Road Initiative and global resource strategy. Energy partnerships give China political influence and economic footholds beyond Asia. They also illustrate how Beijing balances cautious diplomacy with direct involvement in regions facing complex internal challenges. Overall, the Venezuela-China oil deal reflects enduring truths about energy geopolitics. Resources are not only commodities, but also tools of influence, stability, and strategic alignment. Thank you for watching this analysis on World News by Halandzovskyi. If you found this explanation insightful, please subscribe, leave a comment, and share your perspective. Independent reporting helps us make sense of how business, politics, and global interests intersect. Stay informed and see you in the next update.